lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't.
At star, 6'6", number 7, Jaylen.
Tonight, I'm looking forward to this trade. We're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Green is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Gillespie in at the point.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Pass to Gillespie. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker against White. Here's O'Neal. The rebound by the Celtics. Hauser up top. Defended by Booker. And it's White missing. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life, so I expect him to break even more franchise records.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Tatum wide open, he fires one. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Booker. Lets the three fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Booker gets that shot off so quickly.
Booker's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Outside, White. Here's Kata. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Kata's got his second bucket tonight.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Booker outside. Over Brown. Here's Green. And that one goes long.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
And White, the bucket on the assist by Tatum. White's got 5.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Pass to Iguodala to the inside. O'Neal kicks to Booker. Takes a three. Another three for Phoenix.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. There is a clear game plan that Coach has in mind for Devin Booker tonight. He told me, quote, Devin doesn't respond well to getting doubled. You can't do it every time because he'll pick you apart, but we'll send the extra man his way more than once. That I can guarantee. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
And it's Hauser in the corner. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's a look at some of the stats for Devin Booker. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. Pass to Shireman. Outside, White. Hits it from three-point range. White's got 11 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that one's good. Malawach.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Buries the long-range jumper.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Booker's shot is good. He's got 12.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Shireman. Misses the three. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to Toronto. Booker looking around. Fires from deep. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
15 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard. And here's Tatum for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Celtics lead by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Suns trailing. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Malawach. Dunn is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. So they take the lead. Booker's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Suns.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And the dunk by Booker.
If Booker finds his groove on offense, he is a pure scorer, and it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Boston's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to Gillespie. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. Now Tatum fires for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Pass to Booker. Misses off the left iron.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Here's Pritchard. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Basket good. And the Celtics lead by 1. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
On the wing, Booker. Booker taking the hit.
Oh, Booker's strength is underrated, and it was on display with that finish.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gonzalez. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Tatum. Tatum drills it from distance. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Outside, White from downtown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. That's good by Booker.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Tatum down low. He's got 12. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's the screen. Here's Booker. Here's Dunn. Pocket 6. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Releases. Booker, no good. The Celtics with the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Brown outside. And they double up Brown. White, wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 15.
And there's some of the development of Brown's game. Not just attacking to the rim, passing that ball out for a triple.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. And a change for the Suns. Iguodaro's checked in. Pritchard passes to Hauser. Brown outside. Iguodaro grabs the rebound. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Pushes it down to finish the break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Phoenix follow.
The Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. Green, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Substitution on the court.
40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pritchard against Green. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his second bucket of the night.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Well, the best approach against a bigger defender is to go right into their chest.
Pass to Shireman. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Shireman's got the lead up to 4 now for Boston.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Brown outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
If you look at the Celtics, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for it.
And now it's time to talk about what we saw from Jayson Tatum in that first half. He was a man on a mission.
Yeah, he's high point so far. You see the plays they're running for him, featured through the half. I expect that to continue.
Yeah, same.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Now let's head over to the sideline for a report on Derek White. Allie, what have you heard there?
Thank you. I just talked with Boston's head athletic trainer. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. All indications are that he's able to play through it, and while this injury doesn't seem to be a lingering one, it's still something to monitor.
Allie, thank you for the update. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, great, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
Down on the block, it's Tatum with Cato. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's Gillespie, White covering. Gillespie, that's good. And now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
White dishes to Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hauser's got 6.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
Here's Gillespie. White covering. Here's Iguodala. The rebound by Cato.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
A nice shot by Brown.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now, here's Green. He's got 5. Got a hand on it. White, left side. Count that bucket. 17 points in the game.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Outside, Green. Shoots over Brown. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here's Boston now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Greg, you watch Jaylen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Here's Coffey. Rebound, Boston. Cato's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Celtics Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Kevin?
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Green, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Tatum. And here is Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Tatum, great positioning on the putback. Tatum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Green deciding where to go with it. Here's the three. Good on the triple.
Jaylen
Green's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Suns.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by Boston.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Brown outside. Fires the three, and there is White, and that's good on the assist by Brown. White's got 5 points in the quarter. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Pass to Gillespie. A 3-ball. Rebound Boston. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 16-3 run right now. Over in the corner, Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Outside, Green. They set the pick. Drops in the layup for 2. Green's got 10.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Pass to Hauser. Outside, White. Pritchard from outside. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Suns trail by 11. And here is Dunn, guarded by Tatum. Dunn misses.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
The shot and game clock separated by 4 for 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. The turnaround jumper, counted good. Green's got 10 points in just the second half.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
The deep three from Tatum. And so it's Boston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. On the court for the Suns, Malawaj out there with O'Neal. And it's Green, and it's Highsmith in at the small forward position. Outside, Green. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Celtics leading by 10. Pritchard with the ball. Pass to Garza. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Down low. Here's Malawaj. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Heads-up play by Green, using the pick and roll to create space for his team.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by the Suns.
He was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Boston making some changes. Walsh is checked in. And it's Brown in for Gonzalez. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Celtics leading by 6. Pass to Tatum. There's the 3. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
To the middle. And he dumps it down.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Outside Tatum. This one for 3. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm. Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
And again, Boston with the triple.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Namias Pia, Sam Koser, Derek White.
Outside Brown launches it. A 3-pointer. Good.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jaylen cook.
Booker against Brown. Up again. Oh, sticks the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Boston leading by 5. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. He drills the 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Buries the deep ball.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Well, this is starting to get real.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
It's Booker. Let's lose a 3. And down goes the 3.
Bill Booker knows his team needs points. He senses the moment.
Jayson Tatum. And get the 3.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Tatum! It's good!
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
It's Booker. Puts it up from deep. Oh, Booker from way outside.
That is cold-blooded by Booker, the biggest possession of the game.
Tatum fires. Booker pulls it down. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 3. to tie it up. Three, good.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Goodwin. Now Booker to take the lead. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a three here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Puts up the three. The three doesn't go. Saves him with the putback.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul, second team foul. The line for the Suns, Jaylen Green, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Devin Booker.